making its way through the order, I'm sure, over the course of this race. We saw earlier that Ian Campbell make his way round the corner and back into our side. It's great to see some here. Up to 6 has come the Porsche, so that's a good start from 10th on the grid for Peter For third position, here comes John Dillon to the left-hand side of the circuit, but the Mercedes just about has the grunt, although down into Richie, John Dillon looks up the inside. Much more experienced driver in GT3 cars is John Dillon. Wayne Mars new to it this year, but he's managed to hang on in third place. But up front it was Lucky Kira that led by a second as the TCR cars come across the line all together.
Yeah, there's an absolute gaggle of them, and thrown in amongst it as well as some GT4 cars. There's a Ginetta, the Aston Martin as well. Fantastic to see that. One of the Porsche Caymans involved in all of that too. But a great grid of TCR cars alone here in this championship.
All 26 cars have completed the first lap, including the cars that went from the pit lane, so that is good news.
Lovely.
The gap for the lead was 1 second between Lucky Kira and Stephen Tompkins after one lap. The battle for third continues between Wayne Mars and between John Dillon as they turn left through Hamilton, and the Lamborghini's quicker through there, and right underneath the rear wing of the Mercedes gets John Dillon. He tries to take a tighter line but can't make anything of it. It's a great battle, this Mercedes versus Lamborghini.
Yeah, you can tell the front weight of that Mercedes really not being the favourable car through Hamilton there. He has to drag that big 6.3 litre V8 through the left hand of the Lamborghini. It's got that short pointy front end with the 5.2 litre V10 further back, and it certainly showed the difference there. The TCR cars all bunch up a little bit. One of the Colts went wide. I think that was the 95 machine. Was it? Sorry, the 94 machine. That's on fire. Stuart Lyons. That car running very wide there onto the exit. That means Stuart Lyons behind the wheel. Up by one of the other TCR Golfs. Leon and then yeah, it's 2 by 2.
Absolutely right. We know the Vulcan's got lots of power. He catches the kid down towards the end of the straight, but Lucky Kira just about made enough of a gap. And for third place, John Dillon right underneath the rear wing of Wayne Mars. This time he dives up the inside. And he has to give way because Wayne Mars has taken the apex to the corner, whether John Dillon was there or not, I think. So for the lead of the race, it's absolutely together as they come out of the Wilson hairpin, and we've got the Astra that's gone grass tracking out of Coram. So that's Reece Lloyd.
That's a long old ride, that is. He's going to have got an entire harvest in his front splitter there. There's actually, to be fair, there's not a massive amount of grass in there, but on a hot day like this, you'd want to make sure that was clear, but that was certainly a long old run.
And for third place, John Dillon's now ahead of Wayne Mars, so that happened, I think, down at the Wilson hairpin. So what can John Dillon do about the top two now? He's about 6 seconds behind Lucky Kira and Stephen Tompkins, but John Dillon immediately pulling away since he made that pass from Wayne Mars, and Wayne Mars just run a little bit wide actually, just seeing a view of that, and John Dillon sort of nipped up the inside, so small mistake there from Wayne Mars, but he continues on his way. For fifth is Kevin Clark, in sixth place is Peter Urseg, in seventh is Chris Kemp leading Class B, Claude Bouvet is eighth, ninth position is the car of Cole Cavers, and 10th is Chris Goddard. Leading Class D is Little. Leading Class E is now Alex Day. Leading Class F is Mark McAleer. It looks again like the Aston Martin in that third sector. The Astra's broken by the looks of it, so when he's taken all that grass in, that's the way to heat it that quickly, but it done some damage. It's going pretty quickly with the grass, hasn't it? So at the moment, it's still moving, but not particularly quickly, as the two leaders cross the line. What would be seconds apart? It could and on that lap, John Dillon pulled 4 seconds out to Wayne Mars. So John Dillon is on a mission now. He's into third position.
Yeah, that Lamborghini is marvellous, isn't it? Certainly once he's got from behind that big beefy Mercedes, he's making good progress. And the behind car's going well actually. The second Clutton Porsche, fantastic race by that thing so far, to be fair. It's not anywhere near the sort of speed of a GT3 car in terms of downforce, but the power of that car, we were talking about it earlier, weren't we? The Porsche Cup cars, very fast in a straight line. They're slippery little things, and they're certainly going well.
Peter Urseg, who's been racing Porsches sort of at club level before, but now bought the GT3 Cup car and going today pretty well. He's ahead of all the Class B cars as the Class C leader, so that's
good effort.
That's how well he's going. Now on this lap, John Dillon is on, I think, the fastest lap of the race, quite possibly, because he's catching the top two. So the Lamborghini Huracan, quickest through sector 1, 34.7, which is a couple of attempts quicker than we've seen anybody else go in this race. So Dillon might be back through the middle sector. He's just got a full second quicker than the top two on that particular lap. So John Dillon, who's been racing this Lamborghini Huracan in other GT championships, they're going to come amongst that Astra that's trying to limp back to the pits. So they get down towards Murray. He's just
launched off the road to get out of the way.
Look how close John Dillon has got. He was 6 seconds behind the top two after the third lap, but crossed the line to complete 4 laps. The Lamborghini is not that far away from the top two, so John Dillon's about to do the fastest lap. 1 minute 51.327, and he's almost half the gap from 2 cars in front.
Yeah, it's really down the straight once again. One of the only cars, if not the only car in the field in this race with 3 drivers in it, actually. Number 9 Porsche also coming through again. He's got quite a considerable gap, you know, over that Lamborghini Super Trofeo, and then its sort of sister car, the number 19 of Beauvais McDonald. His 8th Cambers Plato Porsche is 9th, and rounding out the top 10 at the moment is the wonderful little Taranis of Johnny McGregor and Ben Sherridge, the MacG Racing machine, right up there in the fight so far. And then we of course have this wonderful mix of TCR cars and GT4 machines. The 94 and 22 were very close together there, to be honest. That was the 94 of Stuart Lines. The 22 car of Richard Avery started much further down the order. That's Seat Leon TCR. They qualified 22nd in car 22, so matching the car number at least, but making good progress so far. Josh has just nipped down to the pit lane. I imagine we'll get and see exactly what the situation is there. I imagine it's a combine harvester right now, isn't it, to be honest,
Sort of the front half of the car's already in the garage, the back half of the car's on the pit lane.
I thought the front half of the car was on the exit door.
And it looks like the car's being pushed into the garage, which means nothing new in this race.
No, indeed. It's a shame that as well. I was saying how pretty that car is earlier, but maybe that's a long-term commentator's curse. The Vulcan is very much being caught up right now by the 61 Lamborghini. I tell you what, every time it's really half the line. That's right, the sun's shining. Because the moves up there as well with the green. They're in it right now. Still, we get a wonderful view from around here. We get to see these cars screaming by the flat chat. And tell you what, Josh, it's not going to be long before we get lap traffic. Lower down. That's a good noise. Just on the just on the overrun there, that's rumbling down through the gears. Honestly, I cannot hide how far fan I am and that sort of thing. An interesting fight that's developing though is the 19 Lamborghini and the little 51 Porsche just behind the GT4 car. Campbell and Webber way up into the top 10 now in that 23 Super Trofeo, so they're doing really, really well. To start from the pit lane as well, but that number 51 Porsche has done a fantastic job at sticking with the 19 Lamborghini in front. It's Claude Beauvais at the wheel of that car, but the 51 is driven by Carl Cavers, and the Beluga Racing machine is absolutely on fire. Of course, it was progress so far. I can see that my beloved Taranis is under pressure from the actual Ferrari in this race, which is the RNR Performance Cars machine of Chris Goddard, no relation to Dave, as far as I know anyway. They're in Class C together. They are second and third in that class because the number 9 Porsche has cleared off the Urseg button. Plain white Porsche 911. GR cars, GT cars all mixed together as the leaders cross the line once again. McLaren still leads Aston Martin, still leads Lamborghini. And then in the distance, just Cheshire right now, the Mercedes. Very long straight, especially with the straights are very long in Snetterton. Of course, it used to be an airfield. Certainly a characteristic of a circuit like this. The old shaky track used to be incredible. It went past basically where the A11 is right now, and then all the way back to 23 Lamborghini has got past the 51 Porsche, the Beluga racing machine, into 9th place, but they're both still absolutely glued to the back of the 19 Lamborghini versus Super Trofeo. It makes an unbelievable noise as the duo comes down the start-finish straight, and down the inside, like Ian Campbell was going to throw it up the inside, but he backed out of it into Rich. He's compromised the pair of them, and I wouldn't be too surprised to see the Porsche try and take advantage right now. Carl Cavers behind the wheel of that car, still Lamborghini, Porsche. Right up behind him as they go on to the brakes, and he was a bit later on the brakes. I'll keep an eye on CCTV, and yes, he's done it. Cavers looks for an opportunity as well from that GT4 Cayman, but nothing quite doing for him there. It's a very solid punch out of the corner for the number 23 Lamborghini Super Trofeo Evo. I saw one of the Evo last weekend at Imola, and I can tell you, if you think the current Evo of this car that you see in the championship is extreme, the Evo 2 it's like the Batmobile. Absolutely amazing looking car. Absolutely amazing. But still, strong stuff so far from everybody in the field, keeping it nice and tidy. There goes the 160 Mercedes once again. Josh, have you got something?
I've got Yannick Mettler, who's the co-driver of Rick's Airway, and not going to start the race, unfortunately.
No, not at all. Had some misfires already qualifying and seem to have come back now. So it hasn't been another no, so they might have a look.
Having a problem, I can tell him take it.
No, that was another thing. He just explained me as he realized we had misfires. He just tried to keep up at any price. Relate. So they tried to make the best you can and went overboard.
Is the first time you've been to Snetterton?
Yes.
What do you think?
Nice, really nice. I like it. First time racing in the UK as well. Really like the vibes here. Hopefully not the last time.
Obviously not an ideal race for you, but I guess if you get out in the car later, you get to enjoy some more.
I hope so, yeah. Get that top here. The result, obviously, chances are quite small. But at least if you get to do a few more laps, that would be nice.
You raced this car, or this type of car elsewhere?
Not the Opel, but a couple of other TCRs in 24-hour series mainly.
So if you take the 24-hour series, this is kind of a similar type of series for GT cars and touring cars with amateurs and pros out there.
It is, yes. It's also multi-class racing, which usually I really enjoy. And just a bit of a different. It was funny yesterday, I went run into this reviews because they obviously were different than the FIA basis, and learned something there for sure.
Yeah, when we saw the GT World Championship come to Brands Hatch, they've got very different rules in the, like you said, you've got to work the other way around and work out not to run too wide in the corners.
Exactly. So now I got it how it works here, and I try to stick to it.
Thanks for having a chat with me, and hope you get out later.
Cheers, thanks.
So that was Yannick Mettler. Haven't you first ever race in the UK?
Such a positive attitude towards it, early following. And I mean, having experience in the 24-hour series as well is obviously very important for a championship like this. Similar sort of prospect with today. 66 Astra makes its way back. A very, very good looking car. And of course, Welsh driver and Swiss driver together. And Lloyd gets back out on the circuit. The Astra grumbling its way down to turn one, not in any sort of protest. The 51 Porsche has got ahead the moment is Lucky Kera, the McLaren 720S GT3. Car is fantastic to have in the championship, and wonderful looking machine is the 720S. It's been doing well all over the world in different championships. Had a bit of a tough start to the season, did McLaren and Imola in the World Challenge Europe Endurance Series. That car is very sensitive to certain circuits, is that car. It will come strong throughout the season, we're all very, very sure. Second place still at the moment, or I say still, it's actually changed around. The 61 Lamborghini has now gone into second place. I'll eat my words very, very quickly. John Dillon now ahead of the number 6 Aston Martin, although I think that may be a oh no, it's not actually, it's coming around. Not looking too sharp either, is that? I can't see the damage on the Aston, but the driver is very, very quickly out of the car. It looked like the damage was on the right rear, and the team are working very, very quickly to get that thing up again. Like I say, there was a lot of smoke in the car though, so it'd be intriguing to see what caused that. Battle, but no, it seems like there has been maybe some sort of contact between the two there. I'm wondering whether the Aston's had its own moment and the Z4's got caught up in it on the sort of return to the end of the lap. And Josh has just had a wonderful skip back through live stream. You can see the Aston's had a spin on the infield. Damage on the right rear. We'll continue to assess and try and get back to what we're not here to confuse you. To have a look from the commentary box at any damage to the back of it. Damage to a splitter or an aerodynamics, but maybe it was just a flat tyre. But the BMW Z4 is also being put back out now as well, which is good. Great to see those two cars return to the circuit, hopefully back to full race pace and no further issues. On the way out of the pits for the Z4, the back end wanted to kick out completely there. Me and Steve both taken back by that one. I thought he was going to put it in the wall then on pit exit. Really flung the back out. Something has actually gone flying up in the air at the pit exit and landed on the circuit. I didn't quite see what that was, but it didn't look like it had come off the BMW.
right, and Martin Byford is waiting to take it over. So pro driver Martin Byford try and gain some time after this.
At the moment, the invitational car is the